Hi guys, Tim here doing another military review, and this time is on a First World War, World War 1, number 85 fuse. The fuse it basically goes, this is a number 85 pound fuse, so this isn't actually dated, but I'm expecting the date to be 1916, if I still can't find one. It'll be probably 1916 dated. So these are British. You can get German ones, but this is British. This is high explosive shell, timed high explosive shell, because you've got little timing things, all the numbers around there, as you can see. And it will be in order of an actual artillery shell. It will be this, then an artillery nose cone, and the cap as well. Then the actual cartridge or canister with the powder inside. So yeah, fuses or actual artillery dates back to the late 1600s, so 1682, or even can date earlier than that, because they've been going for years and years. And this was invented in round about the American Civil War fuse as well. They are just items which screwed on, because you've got the thread there, screw onto the nose cone cap, just like that. Just acts as a little pressure or base, or just in case. So what happens is when you fire on, it will go off. This will fly out, and this will hit the ground, and then whatever charge is in this at that time will explode. Gas, high explosive, or shrapnel. I will splice in a shrapnel picture to show you. Sorry, I've got a cold. But yeah, this I would expect being dated 1916, because that's what most commonly artillery fuses, are dated. And what they actually have, which I did find here, cleaning it up, you have a 23 on both sides. This was so that means it's the 23rd made one, and just in there is a little arrow, like that, which means British government, so it's British. And there's some weird odd lettering. There's a cross here, there's a 6, there's a 5, there's a lot if I can find. There's a weird lot number 6, 1165. Then there's a weird alco, there's a weird alco. Yeah. So yeah, 1916 dated, First World War, British, high explosive shell. Shrapnel shells, which I will show you, which I already have shown you, is smooth. They're just plainly smooth, completely smooth. And these can be fired up to around about 15 a minute. And these will actually fly over your head if you're in the First World War. About millions and millions in a single week, about thousands in a single day, because that's how much. Loads. And there was over a million. There was over a million of shells fired in the First World War. Over a million. But yeah, back to the fuse. The fuse screws on by a with here. There's fuse, artillery shell nose cone, which this isn't. Nose cone. Then the actual casing and primer. But yeah, as you see, it screws on in there. It will screw on in outside in there, and it's got even little mud. The mud in there, just there, is actually from the First World War. So yeah, it's got a little dent and everything in there. But yeah, before they actually do this, what they'll do is they will set these on the range and distance, and time for it to explode, and time they want it to go off or explode on these two here, and on the actual artillery piece will be a timer of distance or elevation, windage, and this will be set for how much. I think it's that one, for timing. This one for how long. This has to match up with the actual artillery piece as well. So yeah, it's got a lot of grooves, so you can actually handle grip. So yeah, this I think over time has slipped a bit, as you can see, there's all the markings on there. But yeah, it's a very nice piece. All solid brass, just all solid brass, dated 1916. And yeah, that has been my review on the probably 1916 dated British artillery fuse. Bye.